Thank you for staying with us on TVC News. Let's take you back to Abuja, where we can now connect with presidential spokesman Garba Shehu. Thank you very much again for hanging on, and thank you for joining us on TVC News. Well, let's begin with President Buhari's Independence Day speech on Sunday. Many say it was an opportunity for the president to do his best in reconciling the nation, especially with the rising agitations now for restructuring and all. But he didn't seem to reconcile the nation. How do you react?
Well, I don't know what more anyone could have done in the circumstance. What the president has been saying, and his critics are not prepared to listen to, is that this is a country that is governed by a constitution. It has a parliament that is elected under our own constitution. People with grievances can go before the parliament. These parliamentarians are Nigerians like ourselves. They were elected by us to go and make laws for our country. I think that people need to be converted to the idea of democracy itself, because it may be slow, it may be chaotic, but it's the best form of government anywhere in the world. People who are making these agitations seem clearly unprepared to work with the institutions of democracy in the country, and that's why we have a problem with them.
And these accusations about the president's speech is based particularly on the warning, the stark warning he gave to those calling for secession. Many analysts are saying they would have preferred he hopped more on dialogue, on a peaceful talk with these people, rather than giving such a tough stance on their calls.
I think the message the president wanted to send out there was to senior members of our various communities. This is a country that is regimented with elders, senior people sitting on top of the heap. While it is true that in many parts of the country, young people are counseled, they listen to senior people, it would seem that in some other areas of the country, elders are just folding their arms and allowing young people to act irrationally. What the president is saying is that he and a lot of the people of his generation were witnesses to a horrific civil war in which more than 2 million people were killed. And that the people who are making these agitations themselves, and they are asking for a rerun of all of that horrid experience, he said they don't know what it means. In any case, a lot of them were not born at this time. It's a plea to senior people in the communities to act responsibly by leading young people away from their chosen path of violence.
And then, well, of course, it also is an opportunity to appraise the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, of course, as he also said that on Sunday, where he said it's time now to move on now to the second leg of his administration. Tell us now about this walk to progress. He did say that indeed there would be heightened moves now on his part, and of course officers like you now, to accelerate the nation on its path to progress.
Well, you know that the economy is on course now. We just gotten out of a recession, and every effort now is to make sure that we don't relapse. The government also spoke about the new initiative of creating a minimum of 10,000 new jobs in each state of the Federation. That perhaps is one of the biggest takeaways from that broadcast. So, in essence, the president's message is that we have overcome the pitfalls. We have gotten out of the hole. And that the thing then is to begin to build vigorously the economy and society so that the objectives for which the administration came into office would be realized.
And about the president's, talking about security particularly now, about his visits to the troops of Operation Lafia Dole, many have applauded that move but are still calling on the president to do more, even as he said the world over is being praised for the efforts so far in combating Boko Haram. In the coming days, weeks and months, what more are we expecting in the fight against Boko Haram?
What is left there is a finishing job. You can see that clearly the epicenter of Boko Haram itself, which hosted the president yesterday, Maiduguri, life is